Hello and welcome back to Mordheim, City of the Damned. In the last episode we took out some of the older guys, which was really good. Great to get them back in the field. We still have some dudes training up in various skills and such, so we don't know who we're going to be taking out with us today, but it's good that Mobhor and Hutyup are both back out of their various injuries. Right, what do we have available? We have a hard Weirdstone Rush, a deadly Weirdstone Rush with both Warbands in strike teams. That sounds like my worst nightmare. Or we have a brutal Mart for Death. Okay, so we're going to go for the hard Weirdstone Rush. Now we just need to decide who's coming along. So Hutyup, you can come along. Mobhor, you can come along. Svogaz, you're technically not there. What else? Should we keep it low again? I think maybe that might be a good idea. So if we pull Huthel back, and there's no slot to whack Furman in, so let's swap him for Asdon. Yeah, there we go. So Kragor's injured, he's not going to come along. Svogaz is still in training. And I just shove Tagom up here. There we go. So we're going to be taking out our lobies again. That should be pretty reasonable.
Exploring one of the city's old residential districts, you quickly discover that you aren't alone. Another warband is looting the nearby buildings. Dispersed in the ruins, the scavengers present an inviting target for your warriors as they deploy near your wagon.
Alright, where should we put people? This is quite a good collection of Weirdstone. There's some general ones all the way around here. It looks like we're up against the Witch Hunters. So we need to be a bit careful for their hero units. Got quite a lot of nasty magic coming our way, but at least they don't have an executioner this time. There's nothing else worthwhile over here, really. Probably not worth running over for those. So, yeah, let's deploy mostly just towards the south here then. That's this way. Tagom, actually, you can be there. That's good enough. Hutyup, you need to be ever so slightly a support person. There you go. Farik, a bit further back. Mobhor, you can be right at the front. Asdon, there. There we go. Don't think we're going to engage people quite immediately. So let's start scouting. See if we can see anyone already. I imagine that's quite unlikely, but still worth checking out. Let's come back here just a second. Take a different path around there. We do want to get as many Weirdstone as possible, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep Tagom going this way, try and grab these two and then return to everyone else. Don't bother with weapons, just go on ambush stance. Hutyup, you're going to charge forwards. And pick up all of these if you can, please.
Objectives updated. Objectives updated.
3 is quite a nice start. We can actually already see their Warcart banner just over there. No, don't go on ambush stance. Oh, and you've got no move and you're not going to pick that thing up because it's underneath your foot. Fair enough. Just go on ambush then. We'll bring Mobhor over to help support you. It looks like they're going after the Weirdstone as well. Probably there. Could be here. Less likely to be here. Just hear screams in the distance. Very breathy screams. Let's take you on the inside of this fence. Get a slightly better angle of engagement. And then we can bring Mordheim up in support. Looks like they've managed to pick up 2 bits of weird stone so far. Mordheim. Now, we could send him into the building to try and pick up this one. That might be worthwhile. Which building is it? It is this one. Can we see it on the ground floor? It could be anywhere, so it might even be upstairs. Is there an upstairs? There is an upstairs. There it is. Oh, can we... We might just be able to wangle picking that up. Let's run this a little bit straighter. Sure, run on the inside. No, we can't run on the inside of those crates. Okay. So just here then. Then there. And up the staircase here. Come round. Come on, you can totally make it. Really can't. How about ever so slightly different then? Run along that wall a bit. And then there. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Cluster.
Updated.
That was worth the extra time and effort. And then ambush stance, because you're now in a really useless position. Oh, we can actually see their leader person. There we go. That's Wojslaw von Mirelson. Okay. And where's he going? Presumably, he's going to be charging up towards this weird stone and then to engage us. But I guess we shall see shortly. Asdon, you can just charge forwards and be general support. And then it will be a next turn in just a moment.
A new round has started.
Right, priority for you, Tagom, is to pick up as much weird stone as you can over here. Oh, it's just 2 tiny bits. Well, better than nothing.
Objectives updated.
And then return to the main group. And see if you can buff them up or if they're out of range. It's a shame these 2 weren't closer together as well.
Objectives updated.
Yeah, straight through here. It's kind of okay. They're a bit too far away, but we might be able to go over there next turn. Cast Weapons of Destruction on yourself and then go on ambush stance. Just on the off chance anything comes near, we'll get a tiny bit more damage. I don't normally like doing that because the curse chance doesn't ever really seem worth it. There, pick that up. You should have picked that up last turn.
Updated.
Another negative effect. Okay, who's that? That's their hero unit. Templar Knight. Okay. We probably want to get him to engage us, actually, so that we can surround him. Where would be a good engagement spot? Somewhere over here, I think. Just need to be a little bit cautious about the potential for them. We're grab this as well while we're here. No, don't dodge. Pick this up. Yes.
Objectives updated.
Yeah, we just need to be a bit cautious about their leader person coming in with his crossbow pistols or whatever it is they use. I think go on dodge for the moment. You know, we'll bring Asdon over, and Asdon can go on ambush instead. That way we might be able to get a slightly more favourable engagement where Asdon is taking the brunt of the punches. And of course we'll bring Mobhor over with his shield and two faces. You really are very ugly. It's a face not even a mother could love. Freak. I suppose just sit back here on Overwatch. Try and double slow people down that come towards us. Fortunately, that hero guy is the last to move. Ah, there's there. Two melee weapons by the look of it. It's alright, he's far enough away that we don't care yet. It's not even their leader, that's just one of their heroes, I think. Yes, that is just a witch hunter. And Mobhor. Please come back downstairs. That's not downstairs. Downstairs is back the way you came. This way, around here, yes. That's better. That's pretty reasonable. And then... Stench of Chaos, what does that do? Skip past it. Whoops, there we go. Wow, that is awful. Huge penalty to hit. Well, come here for the moment and then just go on ambush stance. It's going to be like 3 turns before we have a useful thing for that. Yikes. That is quite a failure to dodge there. We'll get a little counter-attack, but it really is a little counter-attack. Oh, he is so fragile. Must admit, I'm not feeling these possessed heroes in comparison to everyone else that's available. Right, Asdon, get in there as well. Well, at least Mobhor is doing his work. That is a big old sword, though, for that Templar Knight. Oh, Kidney Strike. It's not good. Man, we are taking quite a lot of damage this time round.
A new round has started.
Tagom, please come over and help. Yeah, I suppose you're going to have to jump down. Running through the building would have taken much longer. So first up, weapons of destruction on Mobhor. And then stun yourself. That's not going to help things at all. Yeah, get 2 hits. What we really need right now, and emphasis is hugely on need, is critical chance. I think we've only got a 2% chance to do that, though. So, Hutchie up. For what it's worth, try and dodge. Again, he's only like rank 0. We don't care that much if he goes out of action, because we can just buy another, but it would still be far more beneficial to not have to deal with recruiting another one. Or a different hero. I think if this guy, along with his burst eardrum, starts having more failures, we're just going to switch over to either another Norse guy or perhaps the other sort of mutant. So, Farik, why didn't you shoot? Seriously, you had one job. take an aimed shot, reload, and take another aimed shot. Well, 2 hits is better than nothing. Shame we didn't get a stun. And who are you going after? Ah, you're going after Hutchup as well. Yep, makes sense.
Objectives updated.
That's obnoxiously bad. Alright, Mob Whore. Two hits at least, which is more than I hoped for, given your stench of chaos. And then go on parry. Got a slightly better than 50-50 chance of defending yourself. Well, that's very fortunate, although I would have far preferred that against Hutchup. Hasdon, get an attack. Good. And then, yeah, dodge. It's the only thing you can do, really. Come on, Mob Whore. Ah, why?
Objectives updated. A new round has started.
Right. Problems. We have lots of them. Weapons of destruction. Yeah, can't quite reach Asdon yet. Now it can. Now, because I was part stunned... Oh, ambush. Should have thought about that. Because I was part stunned, I ended up with fewer offensive points. Unfortunately, this is going to be the best thing I can do, is just attack. Keep this guy distracted a little, and go on dodge stance. So at least we'll keep... everyone else a little bit clearer. Oh, this isn't going well at all. Farik, reload. See if you can take out their leader. Miss, of course. Try again. Basically got one chance to do this. I think we're at the point where if we have one more person go out of action, especially if it's Tagom, then we're going to be routing. Minus 19 morale.
Objectives
That pushes us down to 2.
Warband morale is critically low.
Yes, it is. So, if Asdon can survive this turn, then he might get away unscathed along with Farik. Everyone else, not so much. Well, this is perhaps for the best. What an abject failure that was. 3 people taken out of action in a record time.
Disappointing the Shadow Lord is the path to death, and things worse than death. Do not fail him again.
If we're very lucky, we will get away with perhaps no injuries or very minor injuries. So, Farik survives. Fortunate return for Tagom, who has amnesia. He's lost 0 XP because he was at 0 out of 12. That's not so bad. It does mean he gets nothing for this mission, though. Mob Whore is back. Full recovery, thank goodness. Asdon actually survived. Fortunate return for Hutchup and a severed leg. That's Yeah, that's not great. I'm probably just going to fire Hutchup. We've seen before how bad severed legs are. Even on a possessed who could potentially mutate it into something else shortly. It's probably not worth keeping him around that long to find out. But I suppose it's only 2 days and then 4 XP and then he gets his first mutation. Okay, we will keep him around at least until he hits level 1. Let's pay for everyone's treatment. And pay for the upkeep. Yes, quite glad that we've got a little bit of cash in reserve. Losses like this don't affect us too much. And of course, the weird stone we have in reserve as well, just in case we have a run of bad luck. We didn't get anything loot-wise worth mentioning. Possibly one small bit of weird stone. I'll just run through everyone's equipment and make sure that they didn't have everything stolen from them. So, Tagom first. That's fine. Jiradash wasn't there. Mobhor, he's still got everything. That's very fortunate. Kremon wasn't with us. Asdon, he's still got his axe. We'll do stats in a second. Hutchup, he's fine. And Farik is also fine. Good. Alright, stats. Mobhor. Strength. Strength or dodge? Let's increase his agility a bit, actually. Give him an option for another defensive method. Just in case he comes up against like a flail or something. Asdon, weapon skill. Hutchup, you can have some alertness. No, actually, you're moving very quickly already. Let's give you a bit of stun resistance with intelligence. Do I actually want intelligence on you, though? No, let's go for alertness. It's the best option out of these at the moment. Nothing, 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 nothing. And Farik, you can have a little bit of toughness. There we go. That's everyone dealt with. Just have a quick glance at the veteran system. We don't have any new skills to get. That's fine. 2 out of 35, got a long way to go until we are next rank. So I guess let's check out the next day. Alright, so we've got 3 people who have finished their training, which is great. 2 people are currently being treated for injuries and nothing else happened, which is a good situation to be in. So that brings us to the end of the first day of Sigmar's. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this and will be joining me for the next one. Remember to like this video if you've liked it and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And I will see you next time for another day in Mordheim, City of the Damned.